You only really have 5 games in the group stage.
Basically every win matters, especially in this format.
It can give you a lot of momentum just winning one game against a better team. It can kind of halt your momentum if you lose against a worse team and kind of make you like reset, kind of have to go back in the lab, figure things out. But yeah, ideally, obviously you want to win all 5 games.
They came into the kickoff tournament with so much hype, so many exciting players. How is this gonna look like?
Again, a team that was expected to win trophies, to reach that optic level again.
I don't see a world where they can make it out of groups if they lose this series today with how quick the season goes.
Nice! Come on, man. 116 for...
It feels like we're afraid to win rounds, and I don't like that.
It's literally like everyone on the team needs to just take part.
Coming off of the hot season, or hot off season that we had, it was like the last thing probably anybody else expected, but for us on the team, there were a lot of internal issues that I'm not sure is appropriate to really get into anymore. But yeah, there were a lot of internal issues. There was a lot of internal discussion as far as like how we move forward, if we move forward with the same 5. And there was a bunch of things considered and put in play.
The past 2 months, honestly, has been like pretty stressful for everyone involved. We brought in Brock and Mike's HD as coach and player.
We thought we basically reached a point in the team where if the change didn't happen, it wouldn't implode, but I think the team would have gotten significantly worse. We just thought we kind of had this kind of snippet and it had to happen right there, or else maybe the whole split would have gone downhill.
It's hard to recover completely, at least. There's always going to be scars when you lose games like that, and the way we lost in kickoff, and then also having to replace a player with the talent that Bruno had. And we kind of had that, you know, that motivation of, okay, we have a new lineup, let's try something different. And that's kind of how you cope with it, essentially, is you just try to hope that the new lineup works out better than the old one did, with like less problems, etc. But the one thing people don't understand, it's hard to understand even for us players, is when you lose a player like Verno, lose a person like Bonkar, the things that you lose, are you able to gain back through the positives of the other people that you add on? So I guess that was the hope with this lineup, is we were able to make those changes in order to try to make our team, even if it was like a little bit better over the course of the next split.
It's cool to reunite with Brock. We were teammates for quite a long time, from August 2023 until August 2024, so a whole year we were teammates. We traveled a lot together, we boot camped together, we gymmed together, we ate together, we partied together, we went to bars together. Everything was, like, we were really good friends last year, so it's nice to have someone like that back on the team. And yeah, I hope he can show like what his true potential is. Mike's is definitely a coach who kind of sees the game like in a percentage-based way. Like this is a percentage play, this is not a percentage play, which kind of goes in line with what John sees as well, from like my perspective at least. So it should be pretty good to see them working together.
Feels really good. I had fun playing with them last year, and hopefully this year is a good year. I think we're all getting along with each other, and I think it's been pretty good.
Yeah, I'd say getting Brock definitely strengthened our team in the current meta. He picked up Teo really fast. He understood his role in the team.
Yeah, I think now we understand how we should be playing it and what we should be doing in the late rounds with it, and I think it's really good.
Yeah, so coming into this team, I knew just previous working experience with like FNS that he has a really good mind for the game and just how he wants to play the game, and like also incorporate his teammates into that. So I knew that like attack side stuff would be pretty straightforward because he has like a very clear out thought way for how he wants to play that side. I think defense is something that NRG had struggled with, and that we talked about when I was talking with them during the off season and even in previous years. So that was something that I thought I could help them with a lot, just in terms of their philosophy behind how they play defense, how often they take fights, how aggressive they are, how passive they are. Stuff like that is something that I thought I could help with a lot. And then I think in general, I just like that everyone had a lot of ideas. Everyone's very like straightforward if they like an idea, if they don't like it. It's a bunch of like very smart players, so I think that helps a lot. So when I first came into the team, obviously it's a little bit different when you join mid-year. You kind of have to adjust to what the team is good at and kind of like what their structure is a little bit as well, and not throw everything out the window. So that was something I had to get accustomed to, is certain things that they were good at. So something that Finesse introduced me to was an app that they use called op.gg. So op.gg has some good features like an in-game app, so you can see like lineups, you can compare comp pick rates and win rates, which is pretty useful just to see what comps and what agents do well, what wins most of the time, and then also just little stuff like map callouts, which is helpful. Yeah, I would recommend op.gg to anyone. I think it's usable not only for like high-level players, but I think ranked players, just anyone that plays the game in general, will probably find it useful in many ways.
First day of prac, how you feeling?
Good. Time to eat, started. Went pretty well, I think. Definitely had worse first days.
No comment.
No comment.
Fuck, I didn't know practice started. It's my first time I've been late in like 2 years, bro.
It's okay.
It's no bueno, because at the start of the team, I was talking about it. I was like, I've never been late. Ethan's like, nah, trust me, I've never been late.
How you feel about your first day?
It was good. Good day prac.
Vibing with the team?
Yeah.
It's your first time coming up to tier 1, right?
Oh, yeah, this is my first time. I've been like 2 seasons in a row, got top 3. 1 game off the Ascension.
I think everyone had really good comms. I think this team, the level that people understand the game is really high in terms of like so many of these guys have a lot of experience. So I think between the level of knowledge they have, the comms, and then the firepower, I was pretty blown away the first day. I think with Brock and I coming in, we still want to make sure everyone's on the same page immediately. So going over like fundamentals, keywords, all that stuff is very important to talk about like our identity and how to play the game. And I think we're really focused on making sure we have like a very strong playbook with not a million things in it right away, because I think that gets very overwhelming for people when you don't have a lot of reps on any particular thing.
Hey, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? Nice to see you here. Surprise. Ooh.
Yeah.
What's up, bro? Good luck to you.
What do you do? No, I walk with a bad bitch. When Cloud9 walks, they can hear that.
And we're back, baby. Over the next 7 weeks, 12 teams will go head to head, and who's gonna have what it takes to make it to Masters Toronto? And the next chapter of VCT America saga starts right here today.
Yeah, facing C9, they're a dangerous team in the regular season. They always play with nothing to lose.
I personally have always enjoyed rematches. I feel like there's always that sense of redemption and that revenge you want to get. And as far as Cloud9's playstyle is concerned, we're definitely more familiar with it now in terms of like what those players are capable of, but also how they play the game. With Mitch being added as their new IGL, they definitely play a lot more structured and definitely differently compared to how they played last year.
Honestly, that game was so much fun, even though we lost. So definitely going into this next match against Cloud9 in Split 1, definitely super confident, at least in myself and the team. And yeah, I think it's gonna be a good match.
I think we have a pretty good grasp on how they play, and you know, hopefully we come out on top.
But let's go ahead and get into today's first matchup and talk about NRG. Now, this team dominated in the offseason, and they were at the top of all of the tier list, but then Zeppa decided, I want to be a god and activate god mode, and then they ended up winning the game, and well, the rest is all history.
Spotted out though, and Brock coming in for his first kill on the big stage. NRG are just killing.
Right, I know, Ben.
Nice, let's go.
Ethan!
Let's go. Lead A now, leading A.
Yo, they're gonna come in. No, Ethan.
Set to that.
Nice.
Nice.
I think they're gonna come in.
Okay, going back.
He needed that second kill, and he can't get it over Ethan. Now Net, soon to be overwhelmed. The stun. Neon.
Nice.
Toss me a gun. Hold on, Adam.
Gun heaven. Come on.
Woo! That's that Phantom, boy!
Yeah.
Keeping them at
Later together. I'll later together.
C9 has to commit to a plant.
Nice, bro! Let's go.
Come on, bro!
On an incredible match.
Nah, bro.
Come on! Yo!
So Lotus, we basically just, in these first games as well, since there's not a lot of footage out there, you just kind of go out and execute your game plan. There's little things that they kind of read into, but mostly we just stuck to our game plan. That went pretty well.
It was one of our stronger maps in practice going into Split 1, so when they picked it, I was pretty confident that we'd end up winning it.
What were the things that they were working on? They were working a lot on those slower starts. How do you avoid those things from happening? And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, they started with a 4-1 and just kept kind of adding on from there.
Put 6-1.
6-1, sorry.
Their defense was phenomenal. And again, we touched on it before, but that is the side that Mike was specializing on when he was with 100 Thieves. And that is what this NRG team needed a lot of help with.
C9 have somehow found themselves back into this round, but it'll have to be Mitch to finish the job. Down to 1 HP and the time starting to tick away.
Let's go.
Come on!
Let's go.
1-0. Leon's gonna ride on through, but Oxy not gonna get away with it this time. Mitch, how the hell? That's Mitch from 3 with a ghost. Some missiles incoming. Som though, he has a gap within them in the plant. He's committed. Now Som will hold the line. Just too many players on the other side.
Picking man.
On.
Nice, boys.
I ran out of ammo.
Just like old
That
meta.
was good.
He's found a gap for now, but not long enough. Brock alone. 1v3 that starts well. Into the site. Missiles on the recharge for Zeppa.
Nice try.
Life game.
Nice try. I know, actually, how did you...
We won the first map against Cloud9, we were feeling pretty good. And when we got to the second map, we won the pistol. And then all of our momentum kind of just stopped when I think it was Mitch who ran through the smoke towards Canteen and just got like a 3K with a ghost out of nowhere, like in half a second. And yeah, I think the momentum just immediately swung into their favor. That team rides with momentum pretty hard. They kind of caught fire and it was hard to stop them.
Short and sweet though, like Pearl, I don't think you can take the same style of Cloud9, use the success and fracture, that pack mentality. You can try to, but if NRG have alternated their comp a little bit, they're running the Euro as well, they can get fast rotates to make sure they follow the sound cues on defense. It's much harder to play that play style on a map like Pearl.
Well, it's going to be very fascinating to see how it all breaks down, folks, but we're going to map 3, so let's find out which team is going to start off this stage with a dub right after this.
Clean opener on Tamada.
Yeah, they can quickly move back over into the A side as well. I don't know if NRG are going to want to breach through this smoke. We've got the one flash on Ethan, and it looks like they want to force it.
Backside. Backside.
We're blocked.
They're out.
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
Moxie getting his jet back up to form now. When we're looking at the changes to the map pool, we don't see anything new in this series, but we have high speed.
Yeah, not so, but it's fine.
Did you slide? Slide, you fuck them every time. And I would have traded. It's okay though,
Still alive on just 1 HP.
Sorry, just pit. Walking up on pit. Wait, jump, wait.
Spike down A.
Colin broken, but he's really causing problems here. Now a drone to commit back in, a duel against Ethan. Eats up a lot of damage. A dart for Mitch.
Flank open. Can you spot it, Ethan? Yeah, soon.
One more heaven.
Come out, spawn. Keep holding. Go.
Out.
Unknown.
Out.
116, bro.
NRG waiting for the smoke to dissipate. In goes the neon adjustment as Mata swings in, sliding for a double on the stinger.
With Ethan dealing with net, this round is coming firmly into the grasp of NRG.
Yeah, I'm stunned.
He's definitely spawned. Good job. Good. Shit.
Come back.
Try to find Cypher.
Stars on bomb.
Yeah. I'm gonna run it as soon as I get here.
He's just waiting. A pull on the spike to end the round. Finesse has to make his move soon, but Nets wrapped all the way through.
Flashing him in. I'm gonna go for a kill. You tap? Yeah.
He's gonna do AIDS.
AIDS it. Go.
We gotta have.
One enemy remaining.
Right, bro.
Third time is not the charm. Yet again, they beat NRG, and they start their stage 1 with yet another win.
Obviously, starting the season 0-1 isn't ideal, especially when you feel like you should have been able to beat the opponent that you played. Especially being up a map, it's pretty hard to kind of come to terms with that. But at the same time, when you see your mistakes back in match review or in VOD review, you kind of see, okay, this is like fixable. Like we literally made these mistakes randomly. It's not like something consistent that we did.
After the loss against C9, I think we just got to mentally reset and just focus on every match afterward and just get better as a team.
We've got NRG versus Furia. Both of these teams desperately need to pick up their first victory off the stage. They came into the kickoff tournament with so much hype.
Yeah.
So many exciting players. How is this gonna look like?
All things considered, NRG come in with a new player in Brock. He looks solid in this opening map. NRG's defense in particular was really lights out. So much that me and Mimi are casting this game and being like, NRG are back, like their fundamentals look so good.
Just because you lose your opening game doesn't mean you're out, like by any means, because you have like 5 other matches. So you definitely can't like bury your mental in like a worse state than it should be. And honestly, like it's a super close game, and obviously it sucks to lose, but we had a lot of fun. So I think it was like pretty good that we had a good mental going forward.
So the next team we play is Furia.
Respectfully, I don't think they're that great of a team. They're pretty scrappy and pretty sloppy, so it should be pretty easy to win against them if we just play our game.
He's sticking it all the way, kills to be found, out and wide! And the siege from there, tucked up onto the half is necessary!
And we're currently 0-1 in the split.
We're just gonna come in confident, play as a team, and just win it.
I'm personally not too worried, just because, again, I think we still have a strong map pool. The loss against C9, a lot of these things were, in my opinion, fixed. So going into a Furia game, we just have to execute.
Again, it's still very early, so there's not a lot of like anti-stratting or VODs out there, so it's entirely on us just to fix our problems. A lot of it is just going to be like some specific map details, but also some like team play oriented things that we need to focus on.
Say hello to Brazil!
Hola, Brazil.
So, can I talk to you?
Yeah.
Yes!
Just for you. Salve, salve.
Salve,
Bom
salve,
dia.
bom dia!
Hello.
Fala, Nini, ó, quem encontrei aqui, menino som.
Salve,
How are you
salve.
doing? Salve, o cara sabe muito, o cara sabe muito. So, you were one of the most constant players in Americas, but NRG is like, sometimes they're doing well, sometimes they're doing well. Yeah. So, what's going to be today? Furia is not looking that good, but we're cheering for them.
Yeah.
So, what do you expect about this game?
I think it'll be a fun game, honestly. I think we're both 0-1.
Yeah.
So it'll be, we'll both be giving our alls. So it'll be a fun game. No
Okay,
matter
good
what.
luck,
Thank
but
you.
not that much luck, okay? Falei pra ele, né? Um dos jogadores mais constantes aí do América, mas
Yeah, very excited to play Furia. Haven't played these guys in a while. Need to win this game because we're 0-1. Shouldn't be, but we are. And yeah, then hopefully we can ride the momentum from this potential win into others.
Oh, I want to see you ride the momentum. I really do.
Really?
Of course.
As long as Rye wants to see it, it'll happen.
There you go.
Yo, can Chipotle get me a black card?
Wait, what did I say he wants to ride?
I eat this every single day, and I'd really appreciate it if they could give me discounts on my burritos, or even just a card, like what was it, a Chipotle card? Is that- Yeah.
That'd be nice.
A Chipotle card, just a month even, not a whole year, but like a month. That'd be nice. Thanks.
Maybe like a shout out to Asus or Rockstar or like OpGG or just, one of the sponsors that takes their time out of their day to like.
Shout out to Chipotle. Thank you guys for the burritos. I genuinely do appreciate it. You guys are the best. You guys make really good burritos. It's awesome. Like pre-game meal, post-game meal, it's amazing. Just hook up that card. The sponsorship would be great. I'll shout you guys out every day on stage, swear to God, if you guys got me this.
So we're confident versus them, confident in our game plan and our maps versus them. Yeah, should be a good game. I think our team matches up well against them.
How do you boys have luck today? Good luck.
Well, they have some more footage now, you know, they got to download, that's the whole FNS thing, so week 2, everything will change. They have to turn it up today, because if we're looking ahead at their schedule for the rest of stage 1, it's not getting any easier. I think they got a pretty tough one ahead of themselves, and if they're not getting those dubs right now, they might be missing out.
I mean, you've got G2, then you've got Osphos, then a Leviathan with it gets grim.
You only really have 5 games in the group stage. You have to win every single one of them to have the best possible seeding, so you have the highest chance of actually making it. Because the way the playoffs work, if you're the lowest seed, you have to win 3 games in the playoffs to make it. If you are first seed, you only have to win 1.
It can give you a lot of momentum just winning 1 game against a better team, or it can kind of halt your momentum if you lose against a worse team and kind of make you like reset, kind of have to go back in the lab, figure things out. But yeah, ideally, obviously, you want to win all 5 games.
Continue to play spoiler, and that's what he does. 3 on the round for the Clove. And a rough pistol for NRG.
The pseudo. This kid's always gonna fucking lurk, bro.
Depends on how much further he wants to play this, and of course, on the prowl, creeping forward. Finesse taking a step back from the fight, having to dodge a little bit more utility as Rafa hunts him down, nipping at his heels. A 3rd on the round for the initiative.
I should have gone in with your stun, bro.
He falls. He's so quick with it. Something out. San drops down the paranoia through. He's got him caught. Khalil falls.
Nice round, boys. Good call in the crowd. Rushing B on me?
I don't think NRG will be. The Prowler through. Havoc pops the ult. They're stunned up. They're trying to tuck tail and get away. But Havoc gets 2 make that 3. Disaster for NRG. Of course he does. It's how Rocky and Exxon left to try to play savior. Just 2 now. He drops him. It's all onto Sam, and he will.
What an impressive win from the side of Furia against NRG, and now NRG are going into Pearl Dug, where they looked lost.
Fine, yo. They countered the fuck out of our Lotus, like actually. It was like full counter.
The only things from attack I felt like were happening on Lotus that could happen on Pro again is like we weren't super aware of like clearing stuff even if we knew they could be there. Like there was a few times where we just left the tree round, but also like there's a few rounds where we hit C, but we didn't know if there was a guy bend or not. Like they could have just like tucked in there.
They had the same playbook. They came in swinging once again. They came with those contact plays. They came with the aggression. NRG should have known.
Yeah, they should have. I mean, I feel like all of us should have known better too, because I think most people had their money on NRG coming into this series, right? Like, I think just losing to C9 and then losing to Furia, I don't see a world where they can make it out of groups if they lose this series today with how quick the season goes.
Dead. I'm one.
Hold.
Healthy members in their post plant is beautiful right now. I mean,
the frenzy, bro. It's flames. Look at that shit. It's fire.
Prize is cooked. He had nowhere to go.
They're gonna spam. Running through. Everyone swarm. I am.
Go.
Top hit. Good. On the wall.
Nice,
bro. Let's go, bro. Good shit, bro. Here we go. Play this fucking team, bro.
Of course, they walk right into him.
Now everybody else is able to play all the way back, use the weapon.
Hey, no flashes. Hold smokes. No flashes. Oh my god. Back up. Swing, guys. Swing. Back up. Let's get straight.
Spike down B. Defenders win.
I don't know what happened.
They made a statement. They heard us probably. They were like, no, we don't want to disappoint anyone believing in us, so they're bringing us to Fracture. We're going all the way with this series. And
he's going to have to use his nade to delay a little bit. That stun is very nicely timed, but somehow drops.
Great response out from Finesse.
Kill dice, run through. Ready? 3.
Oh my god.
One enemy.
Nice job.
Let's
go,
Come on, John.
There's a stun. There it is. Mata dodged that lead. Still in a
come back up. I'm waiting for Brock's tail missiles to come back up.
You're waiting for Furia to dry sleep.
Furia can stop this. Bad.
God, I mean, they're done.
You might need to get a head-to-head stat of
Finesse and Havoc.
Finesse and Havoc, yeah.
Mata, we mentioned it a couple of times. Still in a position to make a play.
Should be, should be. Nice!
Map 1, I think, was a little bit of a struggle for us just because of their comp. Heat was just popping off on Clove, and I think double controller comps are definitely harder to play against compared to like the C9 comp the previous week, but I think the next two maps were very easy for us.
The next two maps we haven't showed at all, so we felt like there's nothing they could counter us on those two maps.
Wasn't too worried about the close loss, but yeah, proud of the guys. We bounced back in very dominant fashion, I'd say, for the next two maps. So ended up winning 2-1, and now we are 1-1 in the split, which is good.
Damn, Ethan, no strip buff?
Right? I can just breathe, bro. It's a breathing bit. So I used it before for sleep only. Because I legit couldn't sleep, like I couldn't breathe when I slept. Yeah. So I used it and it like helped a lot. And I was like, if it helps me sleep, surely it like helps me during the day too.
Oxygen buff?
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, is it actually wide in your face?
So like,
can I see like just looking at you? Oh my god.
So basically what it
It's
does,
like a double barrel shotgun.
it's like sticks to my nose and it like bends it up. Yeah.
Did I actually got that one?
Yeah, so next up we have G2.
They're a very strong fundamental, like team play team, lots of peeking off of util, but they also have very like talented individual players. They've played together for like quite a long time, the core three.
And they're most likely the best team in the world.
Wait for the timing, hold on. Util, guns in hand, just try and make the most of it. Rolling!
1v3, Verno's down, he's knocking them apart. And Bobby the headshot connects, and surely not Jordan!
Honestly, I think going into that match versus G2, I was the most confident just all year with NRG. I think we were making good progress as a team before this game. And yeah, something about just the maps that I thought would be played in the map or in the game, it just gave me a lot of confidence going into it.
Trying to get that pregame meal?
It's like a Belgian waffle? Nah, too good. It's not good for me. Orange? Orange? I don't know about orange.
You know, Finesse, he's been one of those callers that we've always looked for throughout 2021, 2022, and beyond as one of the best. And now, I think in the last 2 years, you've got to say Valen's been the best caller in North America.
Yeah, I would say the guard was changed like 2024 when G2 had their breakout year, had their performance at Shanghai, but this year was sold as the redemption for Finesse. NRG, again, a team that was expected to win trophies, to kind of reach that optic level again. Haven't lived up to it thus far, and a tough game here, especially looking at these map picks.
Yeah.
We're going into two maps that G2 has not lost this year, and NRG picking Lotus, which I feel like has been G2's best map this year.
Very slow, very
refight. Oh wait, this could be explosive right now. They want to try and fight this one! Straight into the maw, G2! Man, they like stacked him up and knocked him down again. And already revealed close quarters into the pillar. That's going to be Finesse, not long for this. Whoa, the Jogamo just cleaning them all up!
Heavy stairs. 1 HP, 140 breach.
Flash out!
One enemy remaining.
Nice try.
God, full
125, bro.
Nice try, nice try.
Why the game plan, I don't think.
Sleep's not being denied any of this. Armageddon to try and push these players straight into the fight and fray, but there's a tight corner and a gap to play in. Weaving in and out, back and forth, Trent calling for a bit of help. That's Jorgamo with a tiny little three-piece. And here it is, this is where the danger lies. They do not know that Jorgamo crouched down into the corner. It's a three-piece.
A stack 3. Wait, Rebel. Missile pit. I'm gonna missile off here. Right there. Okay. Okay, 1 pit. Rebel backside. Under heaven. Yep.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Nice try.
Attackers win.
Oh, horrendous.
Close that door. Oh my god, what is that door?
Yeah, it feels like we're afraid to win rounds. Like we're afraid to close out rounds. Like there's too much happening after we have an advantage in the round. So there was out of the first 7 rounds, we had an advantage in 5 of them. And then we decide individually to do something that is incorrect. And I don't like that. So I said this at the beginning of the game. After we get the bomb site, just let me do the calling. You guys just chill. And like the most passive spots, you guys don't have to like do things like walk up water, those kinds of things. It's a set now, so it's different. But we're like doing things after we have the round one to lose the round. And that's what I don't like.
We wanted this game to be dominant. Don't give him any chance, any room to breathe, and we saw exactly that. Anything that you're trying to read on your attack side or get anything done here on the side of NRG, it was shut down. Movement was great, the calling was great from Valen, and great individual skill from all across the board for G2.
You order mid? Yeah, Adam hold mid, Adam hold mid.
I have it.
They're sitting on the left side, B mid. I'm a shock. Flash up, I'm gonna dart. Rotating down. Yeah, I got my headphones are backwards. Fake,
One
maybe?
more up cat. No, on site, on site.
One in the smoke.
Could be mid.
Yeah, I see.
One's on site.
We can play retake, guys. We're good.
They're not closing door.
They're fighting for door. They're playing for door, guys. Come guard. I think tree. I'm gonna blind it. You guys go flashing tree, flashing tree. 3, 2.
Connecting Som, fully cleaning them up. And Matter towards the end there as well. So a pistol round win for NRG. Swiftly spun straight back onto their heads here. Matter's just holding, hoping and praying that somebody will walk into that. The paranoia is good. Putting a squeeze onto this one. There's a critical kill to try and find Jonah P, but they still can't remove this guy. G2 really here for NRG, and here comes that back. Well, now Chocomo is going to have to worry about his back here. Double dash, light speed all the way from the side, and Som just can't manage it. No way, man. Two just slowly trying to dissect this one. Smoke propped up, a bit of spam, just removes one layer, reveal himself anyway, layers down an aid and just lands short and shy of the mark. They know he's there, it's just an inevitability. He's going to need a miracle, I think, to try and clean this one up, and the discipline of G2 is not going to allow it. Leaves it just down to the one now, Brock.
Oh my god, I get spammed.
The timing on this reflank is perfect from Georgimo.
He's already slipped straight behind, it seems to be that level of awareness potentially. No, Brock is just all over the place here, and he's none the wiser at all. Joyamo.
Reloading. Calling your smokes in. One out. Look.
2 health. One more health.
Oh, 2 more inside. Nice. Nice and mid.
Spike planted. One enemy remaining.
That's a huge connection, underhanded, everybody blind as absolutely anything. And this post-plant positioning is dire, it's atrocious. They've been completely cut out of the site. Full stick, full peace of mind, and 12 rounds for G2.
Last player standing. Defenders win.
So we got shit on by G2. Haven't been 13-1 in a long time, so that was like a humbling experience, I would say.
Honestly, that game was going to be a pretty big indicator for a lot of us as to where we are compared to the rest of the world. So us getting destroyed is definitely not ideal and a pretty bad hit on the mental, because you want to kind of compare yourselves to the best, and you prepare for it and then you get destroyed like we did. It's a very, very difficult pill to swallow, just because you're like, are we really this far behind? You start asking yourself all these questions, you lose more confidence.
I don't know, it was such a bad loss and said go next, which we do with all the games, but more so for that one, we were kind of just like dumbfounded by how badly we lost. So obviously took what we could from the games, even though they were short, and we just moved on to the next one, try to improve.
I think the big thing when you're like down, especially mid-season in the record, it's definitely like a pretty good mental to have that the season isn't over. Unironically, it's kind of like cliche. You still have 3 more matches, so you could either, keep that same mental going forward and play quote unquote worse because of that mental, or you could just think of it differently, kind of like we're only 1 and 2,
So for the next game, we're playing MIBR.
The narrative is, us versus Verno, so we're playing Verno.
We're currently 1 and 2, so it'd be like a pretty big win for us, especially with how they've been playing.
You will be able to find that value. Convergent pass in order. Verno dominating his position. Heaven is even better still. For Cloud9, he's going to do one Cortesia, and this guy is not...
I said this before the match too, I think Verno hasn't been playing his best, and I know he can play way better, and I said this too before the game, which honestly I shouldn't have, but I knew he was just going to play way better than he has been showing against us.
So obviously he's going to be a threat on that team. And then you have Aspas, who basically has been consistently peaking throughout his entire career in Valorant. So you have two massive additions to that team in Aspas and Verno. And then you have the rest of them, who are also incredible players. So they have a pretty strong lineup, but again, same mentality as the G2 lineup. Obviously, we have a lot to prove, but at the same time, I feel like when players come in with less pressure on our team, we just tend to do a lot better. We just have to get a good start and kind of roll with that start and gain that momentum throughout the game.
They did the same thing to us. I think it was, I forgot who I did it with. I think it was one of the crew players. Melser, maybe? And I just had to stare at him. It was very awkward.
But you guys made it?
Yeah.
With me and Alpha A
Melser
didn't
kept
work,
laughing.
so they said for me to face there and Alpha A to face there. And they did
You guys just kept laughing?
Yeah.
I see.
Good luck today.
Good luck, man.
Everyone, so everyone knows the drill. This is heads, MIBR will be team A. If it's tails, MIBR will be team B, and then vice versa.
And this one has it all, folks. It's got history, stakes, drama, revenge, Canadians, reclining. It's NRG versus MIBR. Oh boy, it's gonna be a good one.
We been split. So far so good. They pick Pearl.
But I think they're always a good team, a team with good players. Someone being very good, like Aspas. There's not really any extra pressure, but there's just a sense of, this guy could pop off at any time, or you're just playing a good player. It's just how it is when you play pro teams.
Guys, if there's one thing though that we have to do is we have to thank the script writers because they gave us everything you could possibly ask for here, people. We got a storyline on top of a storyline. It's the Verno revenge match. Dun, dun, dun.
One thing though, you cannot underestimate NRG. We always
That's
remember
true.
them historically, for FNS specifically, having slow starts. And I know we always bring it up, but it's always true. And I feel like it would be so fitting for them to turn it around this map
100%.
and win this match as
Also,
well.
we've been seeing a lot of trap games.
Yeah,
Like, there have been a lot of those happening. We literally just had one.
we just had one.
Exactly. Honestly, and what we mean by trap game, it's like, you see a team, you're like, oh yeah, they're obviously going to win because statistically they're doing better, but then out of nowhere, gotcha, you get trapped, and then you lose the game.
Now Corsair knows there's a timer. Jeez, this is the last player I want to be running into with a pistol round. I'm not going to lie, but he finished.
Okay, they're close to you guys, Dash your time. On you guys. Nice. I'm fighting. Clap. 3, 2, 1, peek. Get. Swing. 3, 2, 1. Nice round. The duelists are on point. That's good.
Mata and Ethan?
Yeah, I'm reflanking long. I'm winning the round. I'm winning the round. They're both on. Hurt. You tap, bro? Play Gary though.
Tap is
Tap
good.
and hide.
Cubby.
Comes up. Fucking beautiful comes, bro.
Go,
Holy
yo.
shit. Wait, no, he's failing? Yeah. Yeah, Pistols has Pistols. Failing hiding. I don't think it's planning for him.
It's not.
One enemy remaining.
Nice try, bro. Good round by him.
Oh, fights! And he and FNS double up for 2. Verno always seems to be there, the Wyatt always seems to be present. The confidence. Creeping up, 2 players, good, and it's caught Tezea getting into the game. And once again, there's this man leading the way for his new team.
Keep falling short.
Ready?
Yeah. I'm fucking
Dash, go backside.
Fucking now.
Last player standing.
He open. How do I die, bro? I'm nice right now. Good shit, bro. Grab ult.
15 injury.
Hey! I want down.
Smoke bomb.
Looking right. 80 on 2. Oh!
Last player standing.
This is no problem.
Alright, we either gotta get active or we gotta re-rep. One of the two. We can't just sit there with our dicks in our hands.
Nah, that was good. This guy missiled my smoke.
He's counter-shotting you. He knows how you play. Cypher! I'm holding. Three spawn, guys. Hold spawn. Hold together. They have no stun.
100 over. 2 spawn. Heavy spawn.
If they had a chance, I believe when I saw those 4 rounds, I thought it was going to be possible, but it's really cool to see as well MIBR and the way that they're adapting into it, the way that Fraud is talking about it. Not any team, not every single team is able to adapt into those rounds that fast the way that they did it.
So like, two main points to me is first off, I didn't like when we had just had one sub and we were just mopping them every time, and then we called like 3 different subs after. But I promise if we do like actually just do whatever plan we make, like the first 4 rounds of the game and even some of the other defensive rounds, these guys like, stood 0 fucking chance in those rounds, right?
Yeah, I mean, in the following rounds, Verno got a 4K and a 3K, so I think he did a really good job to get them like back in the game. Obviously, like 6-6 is still good on Haven defense, but we could have had a lot more, and then we just threw away a lot of post plants in the second half.
Go on, side. Trying to wall, walling up.
Hold.
Long side. Hold together. Hold left, hold behind right.
One enemy remaining.
Live. Good shit, bro.
Good round.
What I'm fucking talking about, Twin 'em.
Fucking go, bro.
Give me some.
Dead?
Give me some, done.
Dead? You know what I'm saying, bro?
Dead and dead.
Off.
One garage, one flank shot.
Flank.
Enemy remaining.
Flank left side. Oh my fucking lord, have mercy, bro.
Thrifty.
We just had to take votes there, it's fine. We'll pick those ones.
This is going to get them scurrying about now, like he kicked and heal, but Tom's able to find Verno. He's Aspas on the move! You got to respect the guy. In any stage of the game, he found 3. There might be enough as Adazine gets a glimpse of Ethan, who's having a great game so far.
Spike plant.
Check him.
One enemy remaining. Initiated. Don't interrupt.
Guys are so bad, bro.
Get ahead of it now to shut down anyone who would interfere with the defuse. It's Ethan on pipes. Aspas is just the weapon for the occasion, and Ethan crumples. Brook, can he do it? He cannot.
I hope we don't live in it for the sake of LG.
Bro, he didn't even use the lock. Oh! What? Through the wall? That is hard! What?
Wow, Sam.
Nice fucking round, bro. Let's go. Heat up, bro. Nice, bro. This guy off it.
Spike down B. Spike planted.
You're good.
One enemy remaining.
Wow.
Our half. Win the pistol.
Look at their diffuses.
They darted it, what did I see?
Maybe.
Let's fucking play on it.
Yeah. Come.
There's a dart and hard wall.
Last player standing.
Alright, come spawn together. Come screen together. You can sit.
Nice shot.
Good shit.
Oh my god, we got He's raging. He's actually raging.
Oh my god, we got a fucking pistol.
Go spam his finish. 1 HP.
Okay, they're trying to hit it then.
I'm going back in. We're good, guys. We're good. I'm kidding. Don't wall. Do not wall.
Oh, he's at the feet. What?
Done.
Okay.
Triple swing yellow.
Going right.
One up top.
Top point.
Enemy remaining.
Be the same time that I went today.
It's all good.
My bad.
Aspas is brought down in a trade. And then Adazine, he's just a bit exposed. Plenty of shooters though left here for NRG, but FNS has a good weapon for this situation. Judging in hand, but Som deals with Cortezea. Their Viper's Pit though does persist.
Their first molly onto the spike, further delay. Verno just biding his time.
Shock darts here for Verno as well, continuing to be able to disrupt. He sees a player drop on in, it's gonna be Jet up! Geronimo, he says! No chance for a defuse, as Verno hits the shock dart! And FNS is far too late!
It's just too much delay from the setup of MI.
Go.
One left, bro.
One close main.
Maze and hell.
Jump.
Side.
Dead.
I don't.
One main. Close default.
You grab side.
One enemy remaining.
Fuck yeah, we suck. We just suck.
Yeah, so we got shit on by MIBR. So 2 absolute beatings in a row for us. Swift 2-0. 0-2, sorry.
The morale was pretty low, I would say. I think that, okay, Icebox, I think they had the upper hand, but on Haven, we definitely had the game in our lead. And the fact that it didn't even go to map 3 is pretty disappointing, but
you're 4-0 up on Haven, end up having a 6-6 half. You lose 20 post plans over the course of 2 maps, which is probably a record at this point. And yeah, it just goes back to the same story I've been telling you. This entire season has just been us having the same issues, talking about them, having fixes for them, or thinking that we have fixes for them, and then turns out we don't. It's just the same story as G2, right? It's, you want to see where you are compared to the rest of the world. And then you play against MIBR and play against G2 and you're like, oh really, are we this far behind? And it's a pretty big wake-up call for sure.
It's literally like everyone in the team needs to just take part in it, like literally every round. We fucked up at the start. Whenever I'm next to somebody, me and this person seem to be on the exact same wavelength. And then everyone else around us is like in their own world. Whether it's like me and Adam in CT, me and Sam close, me and Brock, me and John, whoever, like this people that I'm with in this group are always like hive minding something. And then the people that are filling in just fucking die randomly.
Should go through the back.
Our next match was against Lev, and it's important because this series just all depended on playoffs. It was elimination for both teams, so we needed to win this one.
We take a look at our standings now. You'll see that the Omega group actually still has 1 spot open for playoffs. That's right, the Leviathan and NRG. They have to duke it out to find out who will make it through and who has a little bit more time to just sit back and not relax, but go back to the drawing board and figure out why they did make it into the playoffs. So this should be a very, very exciting match.
We're 1-3, and between Lev and us, the winner goes to playoffs. I think Demon 1 has been playing pretty well, and I think Rossi is pretty good mechanically as an IGL. We also play an old friend, Tex, on that team, so I'm excited to play him again.
And it's do or die for both teams. So I'm confident, I think our team's confident, and we just gotta win. That's it.
Jumping out. It makes clear. Let's go. Hold it.
In the smoke.
Smoke.
One more in the smoke.
Okay, 2v2.
Last player standing.
Okay, listen, just play double side, okay? Double side.
After the smoke's fade, we're
I'm just gonna jiggle up.
Spike planted. 1 enemy remaining.
Nice, Sam! Let's go. Damn, he's silent, bro. One round at a time, let's go. Yo, Sam, chill with the fist bump. Fuck that shit.
First barrage on the way out. King on the swing. Ethan dead. A bullet between his eyes, and they still invested Sam's ult, but this feels well out of reach, Trey. It's gonna take a miracle, and it's not coming through. The defuse for King. Leviathan tie us up. Tex the first to tap out. Salvos will follow. But as the spike ticks away, you're absolutely right. It's gonna be all on him to get a little bit closer, as close as you can to having that ult online, and mission accomplished.
Let them push us, let them push us. Okay, Sam is playing well. Jiggle deep.
I'm Molly now. Molly's coming now.
Ethan, I'll tell you when to stun front tower.
Molly's coming now.
Now. Stunning tower now. I have arcade. They're stuck, they're just stuck.
They could have gone half.
I have missiles next.
They could have gone half, bro. You have to do it early.
Missile now. Rim arcade. Okay, double peek with the bro. Yeah, peek, let's peek. Nice! Good
Come
shit,
on!
boys. Nice dead comp,
Let's go.
Thank you, Joe. Good comp.
Good fucking direction, Johnny. He dodges the cam. Did he get seen? Maybe just some toes right there.
A rare miss, but Demon 1 doesn't. King feeling some of the pressure, but finds a brief moment of respite. And now the orbital strike in play. Rossi, you're gonna get challenged. Finding 2 with the shorty. Flawless.
Already coming in.
Rossi's gonna try to exchange a stun with the stun. The missile's out, the finesse ahead of it, finding the right timing. Gets his 1, but those numbers do not add up when you're down like that. Demon 1 with 4. King is already in their spawn. It was a cool idea, maybe just a little ahead of it, but they're doubling down. Rossi on the swing with the frenzy, looking for the second. And Brock keeping him back with 2. A gorgeous hold. And Calm's left in 1v4.
Nice fucking round.
Come on, Brock. Let's go. Big pistol. I'm gonna tap back.
Stun tower, tap, and then walk up to it and double peek. Ready?
Go. I'm hopping.
Yeah, go.
I'm sticking, yo.
Nice. Oh,
come on,
let's go, bro.
Come on.
He might find a timing.
But he's got so much utility, he can't die here. Wow. Instead, he gets 2. Make that 3.
He's getting flanked now as well.
Comms timing is perfect. A 2v2 here. King trying to clean up Finesse and Will.
Yo, I can missile tower and he has to peek you guys.
Yeah, go for it.
You have missiles?
Can we hurry up? Nice done. They don't have missiles. Sending tower.
Tower.
Dead.
Reach tower as well. Reach tower as well.
Tower,
He has Brimmo. He has Brimmo. Let's go.
Brimmo molly. Smoking bomb.
I'm a half it.
Launching smoke.
B main. He's B main.
Yeah, B main.
He missed his molly.
Flashing deeper. I'll flash deeper. Flashing.
Sonic.
Come to you guys. Swing.
Close.
Swing.
They have Brimmo. We have to tap fast.
This is ult. King getting 2. Mata with 3, and now the ult's in play. There's no way in. That should secure the round.
Honestly, that was good.
They only had one gun up. We have better money too.
Rossi committing to getting the spike down. A settling of the tide for just a moment, and now NRG looking to push the pace. No ultimate to speak of. The flash out, Som.
Door. Dead.
Baby
Sam. I'm one.
Yo,
he was the plant. He's
Stuck on site, guys. He's stuck on
Give us
site.
time.
I'm gonna nade site for you. Come up close.
Go.
Nading under site. 3, 2, 1, go.
Backside.
Nice.
Oh my god!
Him,
He just got fucking shit on, bro.
Footsteps made, and now the drone out. Smoke a little bit further back. Spotted 2 there. Missiles will clear out a little bit.
Drone is down.
Brock identifies where the lurk is set. Here comes the actual hit though. Oh!
The trips, but he's got utility out. Brock does not!
Nice round, and Brock.
Good call.
How many did you see?
0, bro.
That room, bro, that might be the cue for Leviathan to start shifting over.
They're guessing the right plays too. If they fight main, they're gonna find a very light part of the NRG attack.
It's on you guys.
Fighting in main.
One HP. One more. Running out of box.
Don't play.
King never had a chance with the op.
For NRG, it's as clean as it gets.
Grabbing him in from really far.
Alright, one more under. I don't know who.
Alright, Taylor's in. He's gonna call him back A.
I'm going back to
Chill, John, gap.
Only one.
B main. Dead.
Only one.
That's it, B-main. That's it. Nothing else can plan at him. Just chill. Gun up.
I can missile plant.
Chill. Let me answer.
You have sun?
B main. Breach.
Alright, go. I'm gonna stun B-main soon.
Yeah, they're blocked right now. They're coming in.
Stun after.
Inside.
Stun.
Inside.
Chill.
Yes!
Oh my god, bro.
Go, bro.
Win.
If we just killed the guy's arcade,
Yeah.
they were cooked. There was 2 of them, right? And we had 5 people.
Yeah, me and John were underpass.
Us 2 were underpass, 3 arcade. It was insane. Legit, we are playing these rounds insane naturally.
I don't know. I imagine they're swapping up like to start with.
We don't know the comp. I mean, you've seen how these guys play now, yeah? There's nothing fucking complex about this.
From both of these teams.
Yeah, great game so far.
Yeah, no, dude, NRG. I like what the coach actually said there was, you know, in the past weeks, they may have overcomplicated things, and this week, they're coming in, simplifying it down a bit, and going back to the fundamentals, which is, I saw it here, like, their execs, they were focused on trading, they were fighting together, and it was like, sometimes you have to go back to those basic fundamentals of balance.
Wait. Ivy, right? Hold Raptor up.
Perfect. These are fucking perfect.
Man is just flanking again. Oh my god, he's flanking.
He actually is.
Well, I live.
He's actually flanking.
Come through.
Touch him backside.
One more backside. Backside swinging.
Swinging right. I swung right. Jet.
Both here.
Nice, bro.
Yeah, we need to solve.
Have to speed up a little bit here because it's on Ethan and Tom to try to keep them back on their own. Som slips the net, he gets behind him, gets his 1, Som gets 2. Still so much to do, he's got it down to 1.
Wait, I think he went. Oh my god, nice try. Fucking try.
You're keeping him low, Sam. You're keeping him low. It's okay.
So work. 2 more clouds.
I'm all inside.
I'm flashing. Come swing.
Go.
I'm flashing now. Come on, 2 more. Oh, they're all blind, bro. They're all blind.
Shut up, planning.
Flashing screen at him. Get active. 3.
Calm, I'll take that. Relax.
He's 1 HP. Yeah.
Let me see that. What is that?
Holding rip, holding 410.
I'm going jet, I'm going jet. Everyone fight, I'm going through.
Oh, it's going down.
3, last two, chill.
Oh my god. One orb.
Oh my god!
My least secret hiding spot, bro.
Step back and again, all eyes on Mata. Gets his 2 and then dismisses away. Off of the Lear, he tries to swing back yellow. That's 3, make it 4.
Coming left. Make it 1.
Yes!
I think everyone on my team at one point said we're going to make a run. So like I said, all you have to do is win and the confidence always comes back. So that's basically what I felt on the team, was a completely shifted mindset of everyone believes we can do this, and that's where you want to be at the end of the day.
Yeah, going into Icebox, we knew we had a comp that they wouldn't expect, and we also knew we were comfortable with our comp that we had. Team started off with good energy, coming off the Fracture win. Yeah, we kind of just snowballed. I think that's a perk to that comp, is when you're flowing, it's very hard to stop. It's like a wave, and yeah, we just played well. I think everyone turned up.
Interview,
Salve.
Brasil.
Salve,
Parabéns, parabéns.
Boa noite.
Let's go.
You guys actually did.
Nah, bro, you know
Every
what's
round.
funny? I got a flashback from Korea, bro, when he started talking. When he started talking, like, after first
No makeup.
Dude, playing top pipes and then just fake dropping is actually so good.
That one? No, I straight up got a flashback from
Yeah, bro, they never cleared you. Every time they never cleared you.
I swear I could have just hit up there after I killed like the 3, and then they saw one of them. They weren't even looking.
I was like, bro, you can't even blame Lev. I'm like, dude, when have they ever played against this shit? Ever, bro.
Dude, Apex running range. Yo, despite everything that's happened, we're here. We fucking made it. I'm gonna go say hi to the boys.
Holy fucking shit, thank God. They're gonna one-tap him on the jiggle and then flick to the next guy.
No, if I killed the Killjoy first, you remember when he peeked Killjoy? Like under my one-way? If I killed him first and then killed the second guy, I killed him.
Obviously, everyone's feeling a lot better. Overall, it's a 2-0, not the cleanest, but we'll take it. Definitely better than going to like 3 maps after a long day. Everyone's feeling better, obviously, since we made playoffs. It's still a little bit rough since being the 4th seed isn't ideal. Obviously better than not making playoffs at all, but I think everyone's in a better mood.
It made us really confident for playoffs. We knew we could beat anyone if we played like our game during the day.
Obviously not the best split that you could ask for, but making playoffs is like completely different mindset after that, because it's kind of like you leave everything behind that happened in split 1, and it's kind of like you're entering a new split or a new tournament. So super exciting, and I think everyone thinks the same in terms of that.
And we are back. Today is do or die. There's back-to-back elimination matches, and you've gotta win if you want a shot at some amazing maple syrup. Oh yeah, baby. Hello everyone and welcome back to VCT America Stage 1. Playoffs coming at you live from the Riot Games Arena in sunny Los Angeles, California, hey, brother.
Everyone feels that playoffs is definitely more important. I think that's kind of where, when it's regular season games, it can get nonchalant a little bit for people, just because you get down to the wire and there's certain games that don't matter as much. There's seeding games, so people don't put as much emphasis on those. But when playoffs comes around, it's everyone is trying their hardest. People are pulling out like surprise map picks, surprise comps, new strats, anti-strats, since there's so many VODs out. So I definitely think it's a very different feel to like a regular season game, especially from like a player point of view.
We got the last of our group, or the last spot on our group. We're gonna have to start in the lower bracket of playoffs, which is if you lose the first match or any of the matches, you're just eliminated. So backs are already against the wall, and we just gotta win out.
We start out with 100 Thieves.
There's only a few differences with this roster compared to the previous time. I would say that we play overall different than how they did in kickoff. And I would say 100 Thieves also has gotten better since kickoff.
Honestly, 100 Thieves are one of our like main quote-unquote scrim partners. We just scrimmed them a lot because they were on the other side of the group. So we knew we weren't going to play them, at least in the regular season. So we scrimmed them a lot.
I think the game plan is essentially going to be to try to trap them on certain maps, because I'm pretty confident I know how the veto is going to go for that game. And if it goes the way that we want, we're very confident that we can come up with a win, especially if we're able to take their map pick away from them.
Fracture, even Icebox. 2-0.
Let's talk about NRG, because last week this team managed to pull off a do-or-die win in a matchup against Leviathan to qualify to be here in playoffs right now. So they're already in the lower bracket.
They've earned themselves a lifeline here. It's not much of one because they haven't had much time to turn it around as they're looking forward here now into playoffs, but they have a lifeline. It's all about what you do with it here and now, because it'll be a shame, I think.
I'm leaving, bro. Let's push fun, guys. Let's fight something together.
Let's push fun, Adam.
Let's push fun. Let's push fun. Walk towards fun. Walk in. They stun towers. Pushing in mid. Sands, 4 in mid. 4 in mid.
Okay.
Fight Sand. One more. Fight. After this, I'm jumping.
Go. I'm playing time.
Time. I'm mining side.
Yeah, you're good. Play full time.
I'll play first.
Go cross.
Last player standing.
Playing on the side. How do they know I'm on the side, bro? All good.
Over in underpass on the B side, peering for rotations, but he didn't hear anyone leave the site. And now they're going into this operator. Brutal.
It's easy. Cry out, farms up 2.
Spike down B.
And that's the
10 seconds left.
Fuck, Christ, bro. Fuck, I should have waited.
when they have a combo like the Rolling Thunder online, and you hear fight in. Out comes the finger guns for Asuna, but not really finding anyone. It's Xander instead going big damage. And trades coming back in from NRG. Boostio.
Okay, we have 3 here.
Yeah, we need to fight this up. Bait me.
Yeah, go.
I don't see him. Let me just walk up. Let me walk up. I don't see Bucks. Getting out. One that's gonna flank under pass.
Tower.
Still Bucks. Bucks tower. Bucks. And the other guy's flank me main.
Wait.
Let Adam play.
He was flank together.
Bomb down.
Go ahead.
I know. Chill. Could be underpass.
Neon fast rotates. She'll almost always be on the scene. Here comes the execute. Asuna, I mean, talk of speed. What? He's bounding forward, still alive, as his team lights up the scoreboard.
Sight.
Last player
No.
standing. 30
I'm gonna walk
seconds
our tower. Yeah. Go jump. Be mid, right behind me. I'm pretty sure it's hurt, bro. I don't know.
Spike planted.
Nice, Ethan!
Let's go.
Don't worry. I do that every day.
I don't know what I heard. It's okay.
NRG pushing forward into main. Stun from Brock, not connecting. Swing wide from the 100 Thieves. And they're gonna keep this one rolling. Keep heading their way up through main. It's Cryo. Deals with players on the other side, and it's just overwhelming on the retake.
NRG know it's do or die this round right here in a 3v5.
They have to win it. Game on the line. And they're stalled out again. Brimstone, orbital strike, buys time, and Boostio cuts them down to 1. He'll face Boosty. He's not gonna escape with his life. 12-5. Round 100 Thieves have always been able to take whatever part of the map they want.
So maybe this time, Mata is all the way up.
But this counter stuns, and oh, he whiffed! Xander, too good for it. Thankfully, NRG did trade this one back even, but...
Can we refight after?
Yeah, wait. I have nothing. Run. It's gonna kick.
No,
Ready? 3,
fight.
1. 3.
100 on tower.
Running up in mid. Take all 3. Yeah, all 3.
What a monster showing out of him. Almost 400 ACS from the pistol to the final round there. That was 100 Thieves fully in control.
Lost both pistols.
Yeah.
But honestly, we're playing bad. People need to calm and listen to the comms more. Like defense pistol, the moment I think he spammed you at him, and I said give, Brock, you're still trying to fight. But that's just like 1 round. So things like that happen, and it makes it out so that one side of the map, it just plays 100 times worse.
Of course, pressure is on for NRG. This is it, do or die. And fellas, I mean, what's the worst part about this for NRG is that you're like, oh man, you know, we're gonna try and bring this back. And then Xander has a life game.
It's me, my left. I'm just like. Stun again.
40 on Cypher.
Flashing default, wait.
Flashing default.
Coming out.
Go graffiti. Go fight graffiti together.
Left side short. All three.
All 3 short.
Quiet.
One enemy remaining.
Nice, bro. Come on.
Head around Ethan.
Hot that cage. We're flooding in C.
Yeah, I'm getting in as well.
Back in missile.
Could be 3B, bro.
Running up
I'm coming in.
Fight left, John. Fight left.
Low, 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 low. I don't see him, I don't see him. Side.
Yes! Bro, come on, clean ass round.
That's what I mean, Adam. That's what I mean.
Run.
On backside.
Wait, Adam's late as fuck. Window. Just wait.
He's running in.
ISO is in garage.
He's running Sam.
So
In cubby.
Nice.
Cubby.
ISO is spawn.
But Adam has next kill.
One enemy remaining.
No bullets, Sam, no bullets.
Nice!
Boy.
Yo, Sam, what the fuck?
Sam,
What the fuck
you're
on? The
locked
two
in,
locked
Sam.
in there.
Come on.
Distraction.
In goes Brock. 1v1. Cryo, shields gone, and Brock. Oh,
Flashing in front of you, Ethan.
Go for it.
He post default.
We're gonna
Stun,
flood, we're gonna
stun,
flood.
Flanking.
Wait, Ethan,
Watch
yeah,
it, watch it, watch it.
Default. Stun, pick.
Nice, Ethan.
Come
Off
on.
done graffiti.
10
Off done
assists.
graffiti. Off done graffiti.
Yeah,
This guy ISO. Coming out.
Too long, one kingdom. Get the smoke, mid side.
Here. One window.
1v1, 1v2. Let's go. He's a long player.
3, 2, 1.
Nice! Bro!
Let's go, bro.
Austin is between 3 different NRG players right now. Make that 4. He's just inside the Matrix, and Mod is inside 100 Thieves' walls. This round looks almost impossible for 100 Thieves. They're definitely not getting back into mid. They're not getting back in it either.
Asuna already out on this site. Nope, he's gone. Back into the smoke he goes. The missile's not actually the thing that kills Mana. It's Asuna coming back in from a new angle, a new approach, and 100 Thieves see sight.
Boostia had left a tripwire over on the C side and just completely stuffed NRG's hits.
So heaven. One on this one. Going right.
Chill, chicken.
Hold on.
Chicken, Brock.
Helen's one,
Flip.
Oh, sorry. 78. It's neon. Alright.
One enemy remaining.
Alright, 2 inside, 1 spawn.
10 seconds left.
It's just a shutdown from Cryo and 100 Thieves. This is their bonus round 1. You gotta get out of your camp.
Huge flank
Bustio's
quickly.
running, trying to get his way out. He dies to the ultimate, and the flank's now here. Xander and Asuna need a check on Finesse, because he's got a great corner, a great timing for a kill onto Asuna. Spike knockdown. Xander! Where's that come from? 4 kills.
10 seconds,
What's
maybe?
his ace? Finesse.
He's lost the
got no
round.
hope.
This is so blocked, bro.
It's all good. Guess it's the right
He
play.
kills both of us.
It's a 5v5 retake. And 3 angles of approach for 100 Thieves.
2 ceiling. Good on gong. They're gonna stun me.
Turn around, John. Turn around.
Run away. It's one
Ceiling.
Default.
Running in ceiling. And one from B.
From me. Walked in.
One enemy
I think
remaining.
he's A-Link.
He was.
A-Link. I have.
Shuts down onto 3. Puts you in the clutch, and there's just not time for this.
This one.
It comes.
Fight A-Link, I said.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
Wait, come in.
Fight A-Link.
More.
Run A.
Backside.
Silva A.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Sorry for dying. It's okay.
Wait. 3,
Everyone's
2,
back.
1.
Go see. Run.
I'll entry flash. Two cubby.
I'm jumping.
I'm entry.
No smoke for spawn.
Okay, flashing entry.
I'm up trap dashing 5.
Flashing, flashing for you. Wait. Flashing, no.
They're here. 3.
Standing backside.
You're alone. We're blocked, Adam. Go through. 3.
Close up.
That's right.
One enemy remaining.
Oh my.
It's all good. Whatever.
It's okay. We still have ISO.
Oh, uncomfortable though. Asuna's in your walls. NRG have the sight, but where's Boostio? Haven't seen Xander in a second either.
Finesse tucks into a corner. Needs to be more than 1 and done the timing. Ethan looks away. Finesse wins it against Boostio. Now a 1-on-2, and Asuna holds the line.
Cold distraction.
I got Brock.
C. NB, guys.
This was it.
Chill, chicken.
Yeah. 40 on Neon.
Run through.
Last player
3
standing.
A-Link.
Losing out on an international tournament like a chance to play in Toronto in front of the home crowd, it just hurt really bad, to be honest.
I think every time like we're eliminated, even from kickoff, I kind of just sit there for a second, kind of take it in. It is like an emotional moment where like you know you're out for who knows how many days because you don't plan to be.
Definitely something that's hard to like process in the moment. Obviously losing sucks. You're kind of just trying to figure out what went wrong, even though there's not a next match coming up. I think that's the hardest part, is you're trying to think about, for me at least, what are we gonna do in practice to resolve this? And then after the match, you think about it and you don't play another match for like 70 days. So I think that's definitely the hardest aspect of it, is, okay, you want to take next steps, you want to like fix things, you want to keep practicing, especially since I haven't been in this team very long. But then that's not really the reality going forward for a little bit.
You know, the perks to losing, there's not many, but I think one silver lining to losing is learning, as cliche as that sounds, but you definitely learn a lot from losses.
Like, we obviously had a team talk and we were trying to like comfort each other and say like, you know what happens, like we sucked. I don't know what to say, like it sucks to suck, I guess. And it's pretty hard to have those conversations because there's nothing you can say to anyone on the team that will make anyone feel any better. You just kind of have to get a few days to yourself to kind of gather your thoughts and figure out what you want to do. And when I went back home, I had a very, I'm just gonna say it, dude. I had an extremely like straight up thought. I haven't had this thought in my entire career, but this is the first time I went home and I had the thought, I don't want to play anymore. And it wasn't because of just this season. It's just, I think, accumulation of all of the seasons, but also enduring failure to an extent way more than I've had success. And having failed the way we failed was probably the tipping point for me, where I was like, look, something's got to change on this team, and I'm not trying to cut anybody else on this team, period. I like everybody on this team. I don't have it in me to want to replace someone just because we lost. I would much rather it just be me at that point, and it just felt like I lost all motivation to want to keep going. And that might sound like giving up or whatever, but to me it was more, I want to do everything I can to have these guys succeed, and if that means they get a new player for me, then great, then they can do that, and I'd be completely fine with that. There's no hard feelings there. But that's genuinely the thoughts that I had when I was done with the split. Is for the first time I was like, I'm done. Like, I can't do this. It sucks to lose. It's very frustrating in the way that we're losing, and I genuinely don't know how to fix these problems. I would have liked to end this split and this season and this year with a win, or even come close to a win. And obviously that would have been the fairy tale ending for me, but I didn't come into this year personally with like some delusion of like a fairy tale ending. For me, I just wanted to do the best that I can with this team. And if I could do it all over again, I would have, honestly. Like, I would have played this year no matter what, even if I knew the results were going to be like this, just because of the experiences that I was able to share with my teammates and with this org and all the people here. So yeah, I mean, that was it. I had that thought. I told my teammates. They were pretty understanding about it, and here we are. As far as the fans of NRG go, it's pretty difficult for me to make this video a third time kind of saying sorry, so I'm not going to apologize to you guys. What I will say is the future is in really good hands. These guys, the future is in good hands for this team, and I'm not worried about you guys at all, because I am almost positive, I'm pretty sure at least, that there will be a win soon enough. It's not gonna be me there with it, but I'll be watch partying, I'll be streaming, I'll be doing all that, and I'll be supporting the guys all the way. So please continue to support them. Hopefully you can continue to support me, that'd be cool too. And thank you for all the years that you guys have consistently been there through our highs and lows. And I hope that, you know, all of us at like the entire team, essentially, the old team back with Victor, Crashies, Artists, Chet, all of us essentially, Sam. I hope everyone does well. I have no hard feelings against anybody. I'm hoping everyone does well overall in their own individual careers, but I hope you guys continue to support them too. I feel like This org has given me everything, and I'm extremely grateful for all of your support.